Assalamualaikum and good day, Doctor. My name is Nurufana Bedizana Rashid, Matric ID P32 AZ0053, and this is my submission for subject Computer Game Development, Task 6, MDA Analysis. So for this task, I choose the game Earthbound, or in Japanese, their title is known as Mother 2, Gigu no Gyokusho. So a little bit about the game. So Earthbound is a classic role-playing game released for the Super Nintendo in 1994 in Japan, but 1995 for North America. It's the second game in the Mother series. So there are three series, Mother 1, Mother 2, and Mother 3. So the Mother 2 is known as Earthbound. So the story follows a young boy named Nace who sets off a world-spanning journey to stop the cosmic evil force known as Atlas after a mysterious meteor crashes near his hometown. Along the way, he gathers a group of friends, Paula, Jeff, and Pooh, each with their own unique abilities. Together, they travel through strange towns, battle bizarre enemies, and explore alien dimensions. So, even though they are the original name for the characters, we actually could input our own name for each of the characters. So, it's quite interesting. So, next, the game mechanics. So first, turn-based combat system. So we need to fight using the classic Japanese role-playing game menu interface, similar like the old Pokemon game. And it has attack, physical power, defense, item, and many more. Next, HP rolling meter. So when we are fighting the enemies, if we are getting hit, our HP will start to roll down slowly, giving us a chance to act fast and heal before dying. So while they're rolling down, we can try to heal ourselves. The next, inventory management. Sorry, limited item space per character. So there are four main characters that we can control along the story, and whenever we need to control them individually, the space in their backpack will be different. So it's quite interesting. And then next, exploration and dialogue. So we need to move around the town and dungeons, talk to the NPC, collect items, and solve environmental puzzles to advance through the stories. And then PSI abilities. So PSI actually stands for the physics abilities. So the physics abilities is unique for each character. So it affects the battle and exploration. So next is the game dynamics. First, tactical decision making. So player must choose the best attack or PSI abilities for different enemy types while juggling healing and managing resources. So for example, some enemies are weak to cold. So we need to use the basic power of maybe freeze power to make them get bigger damage. So next, team synergy. Players learn to rely on their party units roles. For example, the yellow hair guy, he actually good at he actually doesn't have physical power. He can invent gadgets to fight against the enemy. So maybe his abilities is good for enemies that weak to physical attacks. So next, exploration and encouragement. Because limited hints, players are motivated to talk to every NPC and explore thoroughly, leading to lots of discoveries and goofy surprises for the game. So next, emotional engagement. The slow reveal of Gaius and Ness self-discovery creates deeper involvement as players move beyond surface level of humor. So when we first start the game, we only know that Gaius is an evil mastermind, but we don't really know how it looks, why do he want to attack us, and so on. So along the way, we learn more and more about Gaius through the enemies. Finally, the game aesthetic. So firstly, nostalgia and innocence. So the game's childlike perspective, like we are playing as the kids that trying to save the world, evokes warmth and curiosity. So the NPCs are treating the players like traveling kids. For example, in the screenshot above, the man is actually getting mad at us for touching his car because in his eyes, we are just grubby kids. Next, whimsy and absurdity. So everything from the enemies to the item description makes us laugh or smile. It gives us excitement while completing the long journey. Next, detention and triumph. So the final battles against Tigers is intense, eerie, and emotional, especially with the Paula prey mechanic being the key. So this is actually a major spoiler. So when we try to fight against the final battle, at the first part of the final battle, we can fight Tigers using our physical and physical powers. However, when we enter the second part of the final battle, we can no longer attack him. Like anything we do won't affect him at all unless we use the girl special power, which is pray. So if you keep praying, and praying, suddenly the NPCs that we met along the story, you will show a cutscene of them doing their everyday activities, and suddenly they remember about us, the players, and start to pray for our safety because we are kids in their eyes, right? So they are wishing for our safety, and then when they are praying for us, suddenly their prayer reaches our battle place and it attacks the Gaigas. So after a lot of praying, end up Tigers is being defeated through it. So it's quite a surprise element because we don't know until we reach the end part of the game. And finally, empathy and connection. The game is about friendship, family, and personal growth. Player feels Ness journey, not just play it. From the playable characters to NPCs, everyone has a story to tell. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching.